This is a book review of Men at Sea by Riff Reb, translated by Joe Johnson. This is from Dead Reckoning, so it's deadreckoning.org. You can see that at the back. Now, this was originally in French, came out in 2014. This book came out in 2019. Obviously, this is in English. And there's a brilliant book coming out fairly soon, Teddy Roosevelt from the same people. And they've got a number of other books as well, so definitely worth checking out their website. And, well, this is a third book in a series, though, unfortunately, the Dead Reckoning website doesn't seem to have the other books, but you can find them on the web, though some of them are quite expensive, I've noticed, depending on which version you find. But there is The Sea Wolf, as well as On Board the Morning Star, two other books that seem to be connected with this series of Men at Sea. So I'm just going to go through this. Obviously, originally this was in French, but at least this is in English, so I can read it a bit. I have ordered a copies of the others. One's in French and one's going to be in German. So it's going to be pretty hard to read. But as I love the artwork, sometimes more than the writing. But the writing is always good as well, because I found in this, I'm just going to go through it, obviously, but I thoroughly enjoyed the writing as well. But if I can't find an English version, I'm quite happy to get the French or German version as well. So, or even Turkish or anywhere. Sometimes I've seen versions of Turkish or Finnish or something. You think, oh well, buy that instead. Now, what does this get onto this book? Obviously, I've been talking about the other ones. I absolutely love this. That's why I went and bought, straight away, I went and bought the other versions, the other books. Wow. There's a word, this is absolutely, this is translated by Joe Johnson, so translation lettering by T. Perrin Mitchell. And Annapolis. I loved Annapolis. I went to Annapolis many, many years ago. Absolutely great place. What's included in this? A Smile of Fortune, Joseph Conrad, Seahorses, and you've got the list there. So you can just see the different, I think there's quite a few different stories there. Seahorses, Shamrock and Homeward Bound. Never heard of the stories, I must admit. Though I've heard obviously Joseph Conrad, Smile of Fortune. I read that story many years ago. The Galley Slaves, The Far South, Descent in the Maelstrom, The Three Customs Officers, and The Sinking Ship. Wow, 8 stories, 8 tales. There's 7 double-page spreads dedicated to extracts from illustrated classics. I love this book. I have to say, this is just so beautifully drawn. And the stories as well, just the way it all just flows. Everyone, I mean, you just see what a dramatic front as well. The book cover there, just absolute, real nice. Obviously, this is a softback, paperback, whatever you want to call it, a softback. And there's the contents there. You can see the contents. So you've got odd bits of the Odyssey as well. It's just one page, or obviously covered over 2, but it's the story on one page. Just beautiful from start to finish. Just the most amazing design. Just awesome is the word that comes to mind. I love this. And then again, I quite love French books. The French book, and I don't know, but I suspect the French version may be slightly bigger than this. I don't know, of course. I haven't got, because quite often you get the sort of slightly bigger on really but this is superb as well. So I'm just going to go through it. The Seahorses, this one, William Hodgson. And absolutely beautiful. Look at the colours as well. Just that lovely, awesome green. Just absolute glorious art all the way through that story. Just love that. Then on to, like I said, they've got this. So you've got the story, The Home of the Odyssey. Obviously, it's not the whole thing. It'd be very amazing if they put all of the Odyssey into the book, but no, it's just a thing. But you've got that beautiful artwork there. Wow. Absolutely beautifully drawn. I mean, it's just awesome. Now, I definitely buy a book of just that sort of thing, just beautiful, like Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein. Now, if they did an Odyssey book like that, awesome, just, yeah. This is quite stunning as well, the galley slaves, not the gallery slaves, could be the gallery slaves, but anyway, galley slaves. And I just absolutely love that. I've never read the story before, you know exactly what's going to happen. It's like all these stories, you know where the story's going before it finishes. Well, I did anyway. I'm certain that you will look at it and think, I know what's going to end. But it still doesn't matter. The artwork, the writing, I love the lettering is just superb. I love good lettering is a key thing in any comic book. That's why it always annoys me when sometimes the letterer is always, or whatever you want to call him, is left off. Just sometimes just ignore that. And I think, well, one of the most important things, but the lettering, I mean, if you can't read it, just absolutely, again, the colouring in this as well, the colourist as well, colourer, what do you want to call it? Just beautiful, beautiful story. You've obviously got some, just obviously a historical story, and it's just absolutely great. And then you've got another one here, another Kernok the Pirate. I must admit, never read it. Again, absolutely awesome. Just a great story. I keep saying awesome, but that's the only word I can say with this, because it's just outstanding artwork all the way through it. Just beautiful. I mean, just beautiful black and white. This would be a brilliant, but I could put that on the wall poster. That would be just... Then you've got another bit here, The Far South, the next story. Just the... This is the word that comes to mind. It's just lovely. Just amazing artwork. Absolutely amazing. And just feels cold. I just feel, just when I look, I was thinking, really, that was... which is not the sort of thing in January that I really want to read. I want nice, warm, sort of south of France or somewhere in Italy. But no, it's the Arctic or Antarctic or all those sort of places, and you're thinking, no. Then you've got this one. Well, actually, it must be, of course, immensely cold. This is another one. Malgorn the Whaler. Just beautiful artwork again there. This one's beautiful. The 3 customs officers. Just beautiful, beautiful. The layout, the panels, just magical, great art. And the colouring again is just so stunning all the way through it. Can't say enough about that. Just beautiful. This one's great as well. The Death Ship. Actually, the story's good. Actually, I thoroughly enjoyed the story because the gladiators, I loved about the saluting the Caesar and then comparing it with sort of like these people working on the ships. Just feel that sort of, obviously the furnace as well, the heat, but just being stuck out in the middle of nowhere on these sort of ships and just being down in that thing must be horrendous. Must have been horrendous, I should say. Hopefully no one's still doing that like that. That would be truly weird. However, Smile of Fortune, beautiful again. This captain, I love Joseph Conrad's works. Joseph Conrad works always amazing, just some of the best. And I love that story. Beautiful, there's a woman in this story, and just the way she's drawn, just the way, just gorgeous artwork. You just feel the story straight away as soon as you see that. And it's just the colouring again, just is perfect all the way through this. Great choices. Typhoon off the coast of Japan. Another great, obviously black and white. Beautiful. And this one, The Sinking Ship, Robert Louis Stevenson. So odd, but beautifully done in that blue. That sort of, you can imagine that, the blue in the evening, sort of the guy, sort of the captain, sort of the ship, just superb. Obviously, The Sinking Ship. Not giving much of a clue away there in terms of a big spoiler on that story. And this one, Victor Hugo, The Toilers of the Sea, the next, with this picture of this octopus. Wow. Again, to me, Bernie Wrightson and the Frankenstein, just near enough that sort of style, just H.P. Lovecraftian, very Lovecraftian there. Ooh. And then, of course, the next one, Descent into the Maelstrom. And you've got, obviously, Edgar Allan Poe, just the greens and the greys, just the way, just all the sailors are sort of all coming out, and obviously the swirl of the going down, just beautiful. Now, I must admit, in some ways, well, maybe, obviously they went for green for the sea, just as much as blue, I guess. Just stunning. No, I love the use of the mathematics in this as well. It's just like a lovely reference to maths in it, which I always love. In any book, a reference to maths, that's my background in mathematics. So it's always great to see. And then you've got the next one, Antarctic Mystery. Again, you've got this Jules Verne. Makes me go, I've got to go and read this book now. Just going to have to go and get some Jules Verne. I've got that in Kindle. I've got the complete, I think, of Jules Verne, so I must go and check this story out. That is just beautiful with that glass. Just, wow. Again, wow, awesome. I don't think it's enough. And then the final one. Just love this. And again, the colours, that just beautiful gradient there. Just. And then at the end, you've got an interview with the artist. I have to say, just buy this. This is totally recommended. I love this book. Absolutely gorgeous. I say there's also 2 other books, The Sea Wolf and On Board the Morning Star, or something like that. Some variation. It does mention it. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually get much of it. On Board the Morning Star, that's right. It doesn't really get much of a mention, obviously, because it's not thing, but it's just a pity I didn't know. I had to quickly go and look, and I was thinking, what's it called? What's the other 2 books? And of course, The Sea Wolf as well. I say sadly it's in foreign language, the other ones, but and this one of course was originally off 2014. Well, it's got a title here, and I'm not going to say in French. My French is hopeless, but I love this. Absolutely love this. Men at Sea, Riff Reb's a masterpiece, an absolute graphic novel masterpiece. Beautiful.